Well, hello, you guys, and welcome to this edition of Chauntel. So I'm so excited today because I'm bringing a question to you that I think a lot of us can relate to. It's a mom, and she asked a question on Reddit. The question was, is anybody happy these days? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about her situation, and then we're going to get into really, are we happy these days? And then what should she do to find more happiness in her life? All right. So, first of all, this story broke my heart. She's working full time. She has littles. She has a 4 and a 6-year old. She's married. Her husband is helpful, right? He helps with watching the kids. And she commutes home at lunchtime, just sometimes just to spend extra time with them. She makes dinner while he's cleaning up. On paper, she's having a really great life. But on the inside, she's asking, are we really happy these days? So I like to ask you guys that question. Are people really happy these days with inflation and the uncertainty in the economy, right? That was another part of her question. Are people really happy these days?
You got problems in your life and you need advice. All you gotta do is
So
ask
my answer, we're
yourself.
going to nickname her Cindy. My answer to you, Cindy, is yes, people are finding happiness these days, but they're having to navigate it by building systems in their life that create that happiness for them. What you're lacking is peace. And we're going to break that down. But before we do, I just want to say that you're not alone in how you're feeling, right? People are stressed out, and there's 48% of parents these days who are saying they are feeling overwhelmed most of the time on most days. It is possible to navigate this stress. So let's start with talking about what you're feeling. What you're feeling is completely normal. It is normal to feel like, I should be happy because everything around me looks good. I got a job, I got a husband, I've got these beautiful children. We have this stable home, and you're doing everything you know how to do, and you're doing an amazing job. You're working, you're providing, you're spending extra time with your family, you're tending to your marriage, taking care of your kids. You're doing all the right things, but you're still feeling guilty. And that guilt is actually because of cognitive dissonance. That's what we call it in psychology. You are carrying this cognitive dissonance with you because you are having friction in your mind with what you are feeling inside versus what it looks like on the outside. And your brain is equaling this is not happiness. This is exhaustion. This is stress. This is guilt. This is overwhelm. This is disconnection. And you need to understand that that is not your fault. That is the psychology behind what is going on around you. And also, you need to understand that what's going on around you, you have the power to take back control of that situation. Your brain is mismatching what's going on internally and externally, and it's equaling guilt. It doesn't mean that you're ungrateful. It means that you're overwhelmed and you might be burned out. Okay. You're like the 48 other parents out there that are reporting that their stress levels are through the roof. So between work and home and motherhood and exhaustion and constantly being interrupted in your sleep, you have zero release. Okay. You are being pulled in so many directions that your brain does not have time to catch up. And not only that, but you have open loops, right? Like many of us, right? When you don't set boundaries and you don't create a sense of peace for yourself, you have these loops that you need to close. Okay, we're going to talk about that. But first, let's talk about these kids and this sleep. Okay, it's normal for kids to bicker and to argue. It is developmentally sound. That means you have healthy kids. But these kids need boundaries, they need consequences, they need structure, and they need clear expectations. Okay. They need to understand that there is mommy, don't bother me time. Because reality is you cannot pour from an empty cup. And this is especially true because your sleep is being fractured. If you're not getting proper sleep, your brain is not having the extra time that it needs to reset, and your daily rhythm needs to support that. Daily rhythm and boundaries, okay? So these stress loops that you have open, these are called the Zeigarnik effect, okay? And it's a really high cost that you're paying. It's normal to be financially stressed because the economy is not our friend right now, okay? And everybody is feeling it. But you need to understand how your brain works, okay? When you have all these open loops, all these unsettled things going on in your brain, then your brain is just constantly in agony because things are feeling uncertain and unfinished and unresolved. And it just keeps going around and around. It's this broken loop. So you have to replace that loop with a cycle. Okay. I have the R cycle, which gives you rest. It has rest. You need rest, you need a rhythm, you need a ritual, and then you're going to repeat. That is my daily flow. Rest, rhythm, ritual, repeat. The R cycle. It is a daily rhythm. Also, you need a reasonable budget. The budget that you have should be something that you follow every single day. Follow it the best that you can and accept the fact that you have no control over this macro economy, girl. I wish that we did, but we don't have control over the economy. But what we do have control over is our financial stress. We can create systems for our family, for what our budget is and what we're doing in our family, in our life. And that will give you peace because that's what you really need right now. You need some peace, you need some release. And then you'll be able to build more happiness. And you might ask why? Why go through all this? Why do I need all of this, right? You are engulfed in your role as a mom and a wife, and I get it. It happened to me too. What happens is you keep doing and doing and doing for other people until the little piece of the world that was for you vanished. It's gone. You don't even know when it happened, but it happened, right? It's because you slowly start losing pieces of yourself to being a mother, to being a wife, to being a worker, to being a caregiver, to being a homemaker, and then you lose Cindy. And everybody needs the real full Cindy, including you. So in order for you to be able to be there for them, you got to be there for you first. You need that time to yourself. You need that space to you. And we got to bridge this gap that you have between having this great life on paper and actually feeling it on the inside. Once you connect what you're feeling on the inside to what's actually on the outside, then that's where you'll find happiness, Cindy. Okay. I hope that this helps. If you guys have questions, feel free to email me. My email address is askchauntel@gmail.com. If you guys need more help with this, I have an Overwhelmed Woman Reset. It's for free. You can download it in the link in the description box below. And I love you guys so much. Share this video with someone who needs it. And I'll see you on the next one. Hugs and kisses. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe.